Hello everyone, this is Alekhya, founding member of Staff Room powered by Kohbee. So welcome to our webinar, Can Your Passion Pay Off Your Bills with Vijay Lakshmi Mohan Kumar as our guest speaker. So let me introduce about Staff Room first and what do we do. So Staff Room is a community especially for teachers and educators. We felt that there is a need to bring all the teachers together under one roof. So Staff Room is just like a Google for teachers. Whatever you ask, we are ready. And your teacher friends are also ready to answer your questions. So we request all the teachers, irrespective of their stream, to join this community and contribute to our teaching field. So now let's go to our discussion. So we have Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi Mohan Kumar with us. Welcome to the webinar, ma'am.
Thank you, Alekhya, and warm welcome. Very touching fact. Thank you.
So let me tell something about Vijay Lakshmi ma'am. So there is a lot, but I'll brief about ma'am. So Vijay Lakshmi ma'am is a music teacher, an entrepreneur and a corporate trainer. And she has one YouTube channel with over 65,000 subscribers. And on Smule, she has over 25,000 subscribers. And let me tell you one thing about her, that she has awarded one among 100 women achievers for best service. And as she is a music teacher and she sings very well, and she performed in many channels Political TV, Aditya TV and Sun TV, all the Tamil TVs, whatever she has sung there. So ma'am, before going to questions, we would like to hear a song from you first. Can you please?
Of course, yes.
Sure.
So it's a chance for me to actually spread divinity also.
Wow.
Of course, I believe all religion is one. And here's a song from me that says, like any religion, you just sing from your soul, and God will open His doors for anyone to get help from Him. Yeah. Govind bolo, Gopal bolo, Ram Ram bolo, Hari Ram bolo. Govind bolo, Gopal bolo, Ram Ram bolo, Hari Ram bolo. Allah Malik Isa Nanak, Allah Malik Isa Nanak, Jurashra Mahavir Bhuttana bolo, Jurashra Mahavir Bhuttana bolo. Govind bolo, Gopal bolo, ye naam sare hi jeevan sahare, ye naam sare hi jeevan sahare, Paramanand ke khulte hain dware, Paramanand ke khulte hain dware, jo naam chaho wo naam bolo, जो नाम चाहो बोलो, प्रेम से बोलो, भाव से बोलो, प्रेम से बोलो, भाव से बोलो. गोविंद बोलो, गोपाल बोलो, राम राम बोलो, हरि राम बोलो.
Wow. Super, ma'am. Hare Krishna. Very, very wow, beautiful.
Thank you.
I would like to become your student. Please give chance to me.
Most welcome. Of course. Doors are open always.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And yes. So, shall we get into discussion, ma'am?
Why not? I'm ready. All set?
Yeah, sure. So, ma'am, basically you are a music teacher, from there to entrepreneur, and from there to corporate trainer, right? How did you scale up with this business skills?
Surprising only, where there is necessity, there is invention, right? I never knew that I would be so-and-so, whatever you were training as such. So it happened so that one fine day I had to cope up with my studies, but then it didn't happen so well. So I was so bad at studies in plus 2 and due to some kind of nervous issues I had. So I would not write my exams well. My scores were as low as 780 plus out of 1200. I did not get placed in any school, any college. So I had to struggle for my seat in college. and I wanted to get a seat in music college to chase my passion from childhood. But then that didn't happen. So with that kind of dejected feel, I wanted to at least do something in computers because I had side-by-side interest in computers. Then I just got a seat in some kind of college which opened just for me. It was like that. So that is where it started, that my passion for computers started on to scale up my training skills slowly, which happened like an accident. I can share at later point of time. And that passion for music and the kind of dejected feel was always there. So I had to sometime get back to music. So I was looking for opportunity. I was looking for some time where I can get back. And that was obviously my passion. So I had to get back to that. So that happened.
Okay, so
Why eventually it made so that it happened to be my business also.
oh, that's great. That's great. So, like, what made you to become a corporate training ma'am?
Accidentally, I actually went for an interview where I wanted to become some kind of a software developer. But accidentally, that interview happened so that it was supposed to be for some kind of resume skills that which needed Microsoft Office. So they looked into my profile and found my profile very neatly formatted, and it was 1 out of 400 profile, which was very neatly presented that I got to know from the VP training. Then he actually requested me, why can't you be a trainer for us? So we are, happy to offer you the job. Where I went for something other purpose, but I got this offer. And then those days, I was very scared and reserved, and I was so nervous that I cannot refuse an offer. So I had to accept that offer. Accidentally, I became a trainer. From there on, it actually opened doors for many other things, which I never knew that I was good in training. Actually.
That's good. That's good to know. Okay, I want to know your schedule, ma'am. Starting from good morning to good night. What is your schedule?
My schedule as of now looks little better than before. Those days when I had to do my corporate training, then I had to chase my passion also. I was telling you, right? So those days, early 2004, 3, 4, 5 years. Those days, I used to wake up by around 6 o'clock. There is no waking up. I'll tell you the reason why. 6 o'clock, I used to get ready. 9 to evening 6 o'clock, I have some corporate training schedule, freelancing corporate training schedule. So 6 o'clock, I have to drive down to a marriage reception where I chased my passion to sing for some orphanage. So 6:30 to 9 o'clock where my music program goes. 9 o'clock, I used to drive back home in two-wheeler. Then I take bath, take food, and then go for night shift job in my corporate training field. That was a regular job that I can't miss out. I cannot say no to it. So 11 to morning, 6 o'clock, I used to have my regular job in Office Tiger. So those days were crazy before my marriage, and I was I lost about 12 kgs to be precise, if I have to tell about, in about 1 year time. That was crazily a period where I chose freelancing to see how I can improve my financial status. One thing is that my steady income, I should not miss that out, and passion for music. Where if not that 3 hours, I will not be able to spare time for music at all. So I had to catch hold of that also. But of course, never ever compromise your sleep. If you compromise your sleep, you have to get back your health. That is something where I slowed down. Now my schedule is actually balanced schedule, where I spend about 8 to 10 days a month in corporate training, about 3 to 4 hours every day for music, teaching music, about 1 to 2 hours posting some free videos for YouTube and other subscribers and other queries that I handle. And that's the rest of the time for family.
Okay, I was actually figuring out where is the time to sleep. Yeah, you told now it's better. I think so. Lockdown, COVID helped you, I think so.
Yeah, I must thank COVID for that. No regret that COVID came. Of course, yes, I was also affected with COVID, but then out of all the odds, this actually helped me to get back my voice. I could sing better, I could teach better, I could plan things better, I could reach out to more people who actually need something in life. Not only through music, but other areas also I could focus and actually try to help out. COVID really helped. It is helping still.
Okay, fine. So after listening to your schedule, I really want to know, how do you prioritize your time between personal and professional life now?
Toughest job on earth is to manage both as such. So it's not one man or one woman army as such. Somebody has to be there at home to understand you, first of all, number one. If not, if that understanding is not there, how would you actually wait with tolerance and patience and do all your sacrifices and do your part to make the person in the family understand themselves that the person needs some space. So we have to respect the other person's skill set. We have to give way for the person who is actually wanting to achieve something in personal and professional life also. In my case, I have a personal life, I have a professional life, I have a social life. So to balance all the three without even in individual person, every member in the family and the society, it is not possible at all. There might be people who would put you down. There might be people who would need your time. It's tough to manage, but it took me some years to actually get that kind of hold from entire family. Some people, if it is parents, they used to only regret about the time I spend to others. So they would want us to take care of our health. If it is husband and in-laws, of course, yes, family needs after marriage is totally different for a female. They might need some time. Why is she actually running around? So they might need some time. So things will settle. You have to wait for that time to come, for which you have to chase your passion and you have to think about what you wanted to become and grab that particular situation to your best. That's something that I did. Slowly, like kind of small bits, tiny bits I had to post to move a rock.
Yeah. So I guess that you really have family support, right, ma'am?
Pardon? Yes, I have my husband's support completely.
Okay.
My in-laws don't question me as such. I do my family job. It's not that I don't work at home. It's not that I don't cook. It is not that I always make them feel independent without my support or whatever. So I do my duty. Apart from my duty, if I just have about 7 days, 6 days I do my duty. One day I wanted to just take my time off to rest myself or say sleep, or I need to revive, then of course, yes, the family supports me for that. So for which, yes, of course, yes, their support is so much to me.
Oh, that's great, ma'am. But here comes a question from my side. Yeah. So you got support from family, but I have seen so many women who really want to follow their passion, and at the same time they do housework and all. But they don't have family support. So do you have any suggestion for them? I know you're a trainer, so at least some motivation for them how to grab this and all from family.
See, number one, why the family doesn't support. Number one is that the family actually is in a very bad shape, financially, health-wise, or time commitment-wise. So all the three things. So otherwise, the time commitment wise is the family feels possessive that the female has to, female or male should not spend time other than the family, kind of a situation like that. So how would you address the first situation of how to address the financial support? See if your passion can make you earn. That's number one, because you can't let your family down when the family actually is suffering to earn. So when there is a very poor income for the family, so when you are also going out and your income, your time goes in investment to somebody who needs your time, but you don't get anything out of it, it's very, very difficult. That you can't put time to earn their respect, to earn the family's support. To get the family support, you have to plan in a way that even a small scale business, if you start, you should think is this something that I love to do? Is this something which will help me to scale up my skill? Am I good at it? So you love it, you're good at it. Can this earn something for me? Most importantly, after all these things, can this yield something to the society? Is this something that the society also needs? Is this also the market requirement? That's very, very important. If all the four comes and ties in hand, you can actually support your family financially. Because that financial support is something that family will always look at. Why is this female or male after marriage doing some nonsense job and so looking at the society where the family itself in trouble? Why would the person go out? That's the challenging part about it. So when you want to grab your passion. Don't look for opportunities and wait for the opportunities to hit your door. It will never hit like that. So it is about how much you go towards it, and at the same time have a backup plan by which you can support yourself financially, support yourself by time, all that thing. That is very, very important. Then, yeah.
So suppose for a girl or lady, everything is there, but still the family is not supporting to follow her passion. Then what's the way she has to choose? Adjustment?
See, it is very important how much ever you take your step forward, the other person will take reverse step against you. So it is like that initially. So you take step forward to the family to adjust them. You take hold on your patience. Don't throw your words. If they're angry at you, you have to, like, when you overthrow your voice, if I end up say, like, what will I do if you like throw me, like if I also throw my words, it will only be left out with, say, the friction moment. You have to face the family the next day also, or the same day also. You have to live with them only. Or not always like you can take decisions that I don't need anyone, let me go my way, I will chase my passion. That's not the right thing. It's about how to actually adjust that situation. First step is that how much I can sacrifice myself, how much my time can be compromised for the time being, how much of me can be lost within myself for that time being. So when you hold on, it might be a few days, a few weeks, a few months, a few years. You can wait for that. There is nothing wrong in it, because you always have time. Even at 60s, people can start chasing your passion. So wait. So don't rush and come to a conclusion that my life is totally gone. No. So in the meantime, balance yourself with like being an independent resource. If not the family, if not my situation, what should I do to not let me down? My emotions, my individuality, all that has to be like held with grip. So you wait. You do your duty. Then sometime like you will realize that God and society and your family themselves will adjust and help you out with your situation. They will understand like this is what you wanted to do.
Yeah, got it, ma'am. I want to add one more hashtag to you, that you are not only like corporate trainer and all, you are a motivational speaker also.
Oh, thank you for that.
Really. Like I have some of my friends, like really they asked me this question, so I have read to you.
Sure.
I think so they got their answer. Yeah, that's great.
They got their answer. Okay.
Yeah. So what kind of trainings do you give, ma'am, in this company? So may I know like what are the companies that you give training?
Okay, coming back to the fourth point that I discussed. One is like love for your love the thing that you wanted to do. Second thing is that like how much can you skill yourself to scale up? So I was initially skilled like a kind of a developer because my graduation is MCA degree. So output of that MCA degree, I can only train on the software products and technology. How many of them would require the technology in the entire world now? When you take like that, only IT professionals might want to learn C, C++, Java, .NET or whatever comes the way. So the technology might improve, but then you can only target that small users in the entire crowd. So when I have to reach to the society, the fourth point, so this to pay you, that the society needs. So the second point is a valid point. So when you limit your talent, your knowledge sharing to only a fewer crowd, the opportunities are also few, and in that opportunity, the time that which you have to put and what you earn will also be very less. So how would you expand this? This is what I actually did unknowingly. I did not market myself. I did not know how revenue can be multiplied, but I knew something that I should not limit my skill set. My quest for learning was there all the time. So when I was like running short of time for passion, I wanted to do something so that this can be converted as my passion. So I started learning all the other skill set and improvised myself to see how I can target all the employees in any organization or somebody who want to become an employee. So job-oriented skill is what that I chose. So that is when I diversified my learning from software to job-oriented skills, which had soft skills and technical skills. And then I just switched the technical skills to Microsoft Office skills, cloud computing, and that kind of services that I did. And on the other hand, for experienced people or say manufacturing units and factories and everything, for government people, they needed project management to end-to-end solution, how to manage projects. That is something that everybody needs. So I diversified my skill set to that. And of course, there is a variety of skills that people can look up to my skill set. And that helped me to actually reach out to many and build up my training career.
Oh, that's great. So you're multi-talented. Okay, ma'am. And may I know something about your company, ma'am?
Yeah. Accidentally, I came into training career. That was my full-time job. Second. So full-time career actually yielded me very less when I actually needed huge financial support from my family because we were like under a lower middle class family, to be frank. It was like little above the poor. So that is something that I needed support in a huge way. So what I wanted to do is that the training, what I was giving, let me think about something else. What will I do to scale up my training skills? Then I got to know that there is a freelancing field. So when I contacted a freelancing training company, then they just gave me some offer. Like what? Believe me, my first job in training gave me a salary of 8,000 plus professional fee of about 1,000 rupees or something, in which PF will be gone and your daily expenses will be gone. When you have held down with about 30,000-40,000 expenses in the family and you are only earning about 7,000 and 8,000, it's not enough for you, right? So when you have to scale up your revenue, then I went into freelancing field. In the interview, they just didn't even ask me to mock training, and they just looked into my profile and then said, "Ma'am, we are in a situation to pay you only 4,000 rupees per day. Will that be enough?" To me, that was like the first time I'm hearing something like 4,000 rupees per day.
Pardon? 4,000 per day or per month? You told I didn't hear.
Per day.
Great.
So that is corporate training for you.
Oh.
So what I did is that I didn't want to actually drop off my job, because it's a regular income that I can't justify quitting job, because those days they were fearing, people were actually teasing me for getting into some lower job. And if you lose the job and your job has a break-in record in your profile, then you will not get another job. There are so many society rumors around, and so many people to let you down, right? So I cannot give up my job. So I wanted to just give a try to see freelancing field if it works. Then first initially they gave me about a weekend schedule. One weekend schedule, I earned 8,000 rupees, 800 goes for 10% tax, whatever. So I got a lump sum amount that was huge for my family and me. Then the first program I did, I wanted to only make sure that the program is successful. Every individual in the company is happy about my delivery skills, and they got repeat order. The freelancing training company earned in multiples actually. So I had a regular training schedule from then on in freelancing for all the 30 days. In fact, all the 30 days were having even multiple companies calling me on the same day. Then I did not know what to do for them. So then I realized that, okay, it's huge money. Just for me, if it is huge money, imagine the company who is actually giving me a training program. So I didn't realize that there is a bigger world beyond that. So let me just go. So if I wanted to help the poor, and if I have about 4,000 rupees, I can help 4 people. If I have 40,000 rupees, I can help 40 people. So let me think about scaling my revenue. Then I went into just starting my own company, because there was a customer, Aircel to be precise. They came to me even before I started my company, saying that they wanted to give a contract to me without not writing also, but they wanted to give continuous training programs for a couple of years at least, knowing my skill set. So that is the time at which I realized that I wanted to start my own company, because that individual thing will not be going into corporate, because they needed a current account, they needed all your sales tax and professional tax and filings and everything, right? So that is something that the company requires. So I started my company in 2011 with the customer in hand for me. So it was like fruitful for me that the customer came into me and I started the company. Since then, it is going on for all the job skill set, whatever is job-oriented skills or technology skills or kind of soft skills and everything, but primarily focusing on Microsoft Office skills, because that is required for everyone.
Okay. So do you have any subordinates or employees with you, ma'am, under you?
Okay. So now the choices. Like if one person does one training program, then I was getting multiple requirements. In one single day, I might have got even 7 to 8 requirements. And ultimately, I can even only reach out to one person at a time in one day. So option given to you now is that, imagine you are in that position. Option given to you, if you want to employ somebody under you, if you wanted to train them and employ them, or you take a trained skill set, in the same day, you can multiply your 4,000 into 7. On a single day, you can earn 28,000. Maybe you can give them their share to be 50%. Maybe you can spend some money. Maybe ultimately you might earn 15,000-20,000 a day also. Not now. It was in 2003, 4, 5. Those years I was talking about. So that time I had a choice. I chose safely that let me only go with what I can do, because I trust me. My passion is training. So I have to go with the training skills. I'm not sure about this person who I will be employing. Will they be good at training? Will they be chasing their passion towards training? Or will their motive be only on earning? So when your motive goes only on earning, you will fail. When your motive goes only with passion without a financial thinking about it, then again you will fail. So you need to have somebody who has a think alike like you. I didn't want to take that risk, and moreover, I was not a kind of money-oriented person. So I was self-satisfied with me. So I didn't have any employed person with me, working alone.
Oh, so you're managing everything on your own?
Yes, with a little financial kind of accounting support from auditor, of course, that I can't do alone. And my husband helps in scheduling, and he takes care of my finances and everything. That's something that he does. Otherwise, it's all individual. I go to corporate base, whatever it is, whichever location it is, deliver training program and come back, manage my schedule for the society.
That's great, ma'am. That's great to hear. So, and may I know some of companies that give training?
Your voice is good.
May I know some of companies, like some of the names of companies that you give training?
HP, HCL, CTS, TCS.
All the companies.
You can just so I have listed about 260, 70 plus companies that I have trained across India and overseas.
Oh my God. You have done overseas also, no?
Yeah, a couple of overseas companies. I have delivered some software product for them. And Dalil Petroleum in Muscat, I have done training for them. Kind of like a couple of clients there.
Oh, wow. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Your management skills are superb. And okay, I'll come up with a hypocritic question, like, suppose if I say music or corporate world, what would you choose?
Well, to be precise, like I actually, the training skills that I use in corporate training helps me in teaching music better. The music passion and singing and the love for people and love for the common people and common man and poor people, that actually helped me to understand the corporate world even much better. Ultimately, it's not corporate training. I would not call it corporate training. They are also employees. They are also wanting to earn for their families. So I am actually supporting them, not just the corporate as such. So it's not about corporate, and also individuals who are coming to me to earn. So when I weigh both of them, I cannot compromise that for me, music is something or this something. This helps me here, this helps me here. Both are my eyes.
Okay, so very hypocritic answer for hypocritic question. I got it. Okay. So I just want to is music your hobby or passion, or you take it that also as a job?
Now coming to the point 3. Love, the skill set I improved not only in corporate training world, the skill set in the other passion that I had, the original passion I had from the family I was born. So I wanted to chase that also. If I teach music without knowing anything, then I would be doing blunder, that it will be a injustice done to music world. So this I need to learn well, or only teach what I know. So only teach what I know, but the family also needs support from me, and I have to also support the ones who are actually needy. And when anything is given free of cost that has got no value, I realize that yes, music also has to be charged in such a way that it is valued. So music also helps me earn, because that is something that the society needs. Everybody in the world is now going behind some kind of entertainment or culture or tradition. So with the COVID effects, now a lot of stress and kind of demotivating, no moral in the world so they need to come out of that. Of course, the world needs something like that. So when this is there, the demand is there, this is automatically there. So music also helps me earn. So music, I cannot say music is my passion alone. It has become my profession also. I've taken it part-time for now.
Okay, fine. So are you the one who have initiated this music classes in your family, ma'am, or any other?
I'm born in a musical family. My aunt, late aunt T.K. Janaki was a singer. She took up a career with music. She used to teach hundreds of kids in music, instrumentals with veena, piano, keyboard, violin, guitar, and she used to teach all the instruments, string instruments basically. Then my mom is a dance and music teacher. She has about 35 years of service in teaching music and dance in school, Chittor. She got retired and she started her service over the weekend. She used to even teach free for the kids and little value from the people who can afford. Likewise, that is where the family there was born. So I also wanted to carry their legend, of course.
So completely a great okay music and dance family. So ma'am, out of curiosity, I'm asking you like, why don't you enter cine field? You are singing such great voice. Like, why didn't you enter?
A few opportunities do knock me also. It is even knocking me also. But only thing is that will I have time for everything? See, one thing I have to tell you: if you chase two things in life, there's so much of something that will happen in your family that you might have to sacrifice the time given for your appa amma, time given for your husband, time given for society and everything. Now, what is your priority in life? Is this going to lead you to fame and some earning through that, and you want to go like that and reach goals higher like in that field? You should not think about the other things. But to me, my priorities has to only work out. It can work out, and the chemistry is worked out in such a way that whenever the family needs me, I should be there. I should not also be disappointed that today I had to go for a recording and I only because of my family emergency I could not go there. Now I'll have that regret always. Oh no, it was my recording date and suddenly my somebody in the family called me. So why should I give up? Not give up. Will they understand me? If I say I have to go to recording, will they misunderstand that I'm actually having other priorities? Like that, all that confusions come, and there's some kind of stress that are associated to it, and there's negativity followed, and you will end up with a lot of turmoils followed, and you cannot handle that. I cannot handle that. So for me, priority is family. Balance it. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to go. If there is one or two opportunities which comes my way, which doesn't disturb the schedule, anything that doesn't take much of my time, I'm all for it.
Definitely, ma'am. I hope that will happen and we would love to. Please inform us. Huh?
Thank you. Of course, yes, I can do it.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. So, and now we'll come to like, help for music teachers. So, what are your suggestions, ma'am? Like, who want to start their career as music teacher? Or
Yes.
only music teacher who want to start?
Only music teacher. Okay. So now there are a lot of people who come with diversified interest. Some people who come just because their parents want to join the kid to manage time. That's it. So they might be with lack of interest and knowledge in music, and they might not sing the way that you want it. So you have to know how to balance your knowledge. It's just because that you have knowledge, you cannot bombard them with all the knowledge that you have. So you need to put yourself on their shoes and think from their point of view as to what music according to them is. So you convey your knowledge in bits and pieces with lively examples of how you can approach music to a layman who doesn't know anything. At the same time, if there are people who are with the knowledge or with some kind of background, come together with your music classes. You should know how to manage everybody's time, because your time goes with everyone. The time management goes with effectively managing the knowledge sharing also. How you can put things forward with this concept in music at the same time, how it can benefit the layman and somebody who's knowledgeable also. That knowledgeable person can be a kid, a 4-year or 5-year-old. You have to respect the kid. If the kid shares some kind of information that you might not know, you should know how to accept that and encourage the kid. If the kid doesn't know anything and it is posting a question as if it is hurting your ego, you should accept that also and see how you can answer that kid to make it wait for the question. That's something that I am witnessing every day almost. The other set of crowd is to see like how you can actually make the kids get that interest, or even the adults among all the adults who are actually working. In fact, working adults will not have time for music. They will not have time for practice. Even kids for that matter, they are carrying a lot of heavy stuff down like after the online classes. So it's very, very tough for the kid to manage time, and always they are sitting in front of the system. How difficult it is for a kid to even sit and listen to you and come prepared for the next class. It is not their mistake as such. Of course, their laziness might be against them. Their temptations to play and watch their movie games or whatever might be there. Like adults who wanted to actually relax and sleep, than coming and attending a music class or practice what you wanted. But you have to also understand them. Give them some time and basically try to place some kid who is knowledgeable in some area. Make them actually perform in the class. That might actually inspire somebody here. Create some stories behind. Tell them inspirational stories about how this can relate to everyday's life. Relate them to, say, health benefits while singing a song. What is the purpose of singing this song? It is just because I have a song. Should I teach this? Or is there something that will add up to their personal life if they sing the song. And make them also participate in competition while teaching the thing. It's not that you teach your lessons alone. Just when you add up some tidbits here and there with respect to a lot of festivals coming in, don't restrict it to say only one particular religion or one particular favorite festival of yours. Put it like in a varied thing so that they can actually get everything out of this. Everybody will understand everything. More than everything, like they will understand how to value others, how to respect everybody's emotions, and how to manage a lot of time, and how to practice and take it and scale it up. They will scale themselves up. You're on mute, Alekhya.
Thank you. Sorry, actually there are great suggestions, ma'am, for any teacher who wants to start as music. And I want to know that, suppose if there is a girl who knows everything about music and she wants to start her class or anywhere. So what are the things, like I have heard some boxes will be there. I'm not aware properly. So what are the things that she need to start a music class, her class?
Boxes?
Yeah, like I have heard some Shruti box.
Okay, app. So, okay, fine.
Yeah.
See, nowadays, one thing that I actually believe is that, I hear some echo now. Okay, one thing I believe is that, see, parents are already, though they are earning and they're putting into, say, imagine there might be mixed crowd with people who are well-to-do and somebody who is a middle-class person who is even very poor in the class who is joining you at a cost. So you cannot compromise and ask them different fees in the same batch. It will hurt the others. They will not understand the reason why you are actually charging high or low for a person in the same batch. So additional to that, if you ask them to buy a keyboard, if you ask them to buy a Shruti box, if you ask them to buy a Veena, if you ask them to buy maybe they are not capable of. And that itself, that longingness will put a kid to add a stress to it. It's not the kid's fault that they cannot buy a Shruti box. Or the kid might be, on the other hand, who is like a demanding kid at home. The kid will not help the parents to relax at all. Then it is a huge money for the parents to invest at the point. So in which a case that you can try to introduce some freeware online app, let them go through it. When they really scale up to a level where their passion makes their life tomorrow, if you know they are promising so that their skill set will make them earn it, then you encourage and buy them. You invest on them. That is not going to go for waste. It is for parents that you have to understand. If your parents are watching, then you need to understand it is the time for me to buy a keyboard which might cost the kid about 10,000, 20,000 bucks or 30,000 bucks. It's the time at which I have to invest in buying a Veena for my kid because he or she is actually playing very well. But initially, there are online app. I normally don't ask any parent or any kid to buy anything in my classes up till the Varnam level or whatsoever. Then they will understand themselves and scale up. So till then, my Shruti Box app is something from Aditi Nakta. So this is the Shruti Box app I use. It's good to do, free of cost. And I used Soundbrainer or Sound Corset. There are the two applications that I use for teaching talams for them. Of course, there are other talam apps which will show you with the finger as to what your fingerings are, how to put the talam. There are talam apps. There is a breath monitor app which will help you to understand how much breath control you have while singing a song, which will help all the Cine music aspirants to sing well. There is an app for understanding the basic notes and lyrics for people who wanted to learn Carnatic music. So Carnatic Raga app is there. If they wanted to understand keyboard and they want to play keyboard and everything, I use Piano Melody app. Piano Melody Free is the app which is there for iPhone users also and Android users also. I normally differentiate app for Android and iPhone free of whatever is free. I used to do this kind of research and tell them what is available in what. So all these are available all the time so that the kid is not lost. While playing in mobile with a lot of games being installed, when the kid is given these kind of app, they will start going through these app and understand that it might add on their interest. And it might be a spark that you have made a change in the kid's life to come out of the game addiction and try to explore music. Something that you can make them try.
Got it. So, yeah, ma'am, we'll note the apps and we'll definitely post them so they might be helpful to someone.
Sure.
Yeah. And ma'am, I want to know one practical answer, how much music teacher can earn? in reality?
Okay. So if I am now capable of balancing, I have chosen music only as part-time. To be frank, if you can cater the needs to the needy, maybe the person who is in the middle class, who is not affordable much, they might be hesitating to pay. Now you have to understand and put them in different boxes. When you are putting some people who are under poverty or people who cannot afford much in one box, people who can afford really, you can create exclusive classes. These exclusive classes can earn so much like your corporate training as such.
Okay.
This is neither that nor here. It can earn something in between. Your scale up to say, I can put it like 1,000 to say 5,000 a day, for example. So this is here. This is here. Your music can earn anything in between here. That's a very good earning to start up your career with. Slowly, if you can multiply, if you do your job very well and you just multiply by increasing the number of batches, and you know that you have a demand and you know that there are kids who are loving your batches, and that is actually reducing the burden of a parent. It's not by sending just for music classes. What changes the kid has and that impacts the family matters a lot, whether it is an adult or a kid. To me, like everybody who learns under me is a kid. So that is why I use the word kid. So you do not misunderstand that I am talking about a kid only. So it's about how much impact you can create to an adult who is attending your music class. It's not for the money that they spend. When they look into money initially, they might not join you. But when their money is worth even more in your classes for what they come for, then you are there. They would not worry about how much they spend. But at the end of it, they are good enough to handle their their finances even after attending the music class. So for you, those kind of people, if you can know how to retain the customers, it is something that will turn magic for you. So I'm earning maybe little low than corporate training, but yes, if I know I can convert this into number of batches, this can be more than the corporate training also. I have ways, but I have not chosen it. I know, I told you, right? My path is different. I'm not scalable. I'm not scaling in this finances. But yes, the scope is very, very high. Not only music classes, but any fashion when people chases with the skill set the person has got and know the ways by which they can start converting that into earning that the market needs. Then you can earn like a Bill Gates, Tata, Birla. There's no end point to it. There are a lot of apps that you can create. There are a lot of videos that can earn you. There are a lot of commercial things that you can incorporate into your training skills that can multiply your revenue. You can teach an intern, they can start delivering sessions and you can make your academy and that can start earning. It's like that.
Okay, got it, ma'am. And I want to know, like, how do you price your classes? Like, as a parent, I'm asking.
Okay, so I have a kind of for poverty related people. I do even free classes. So I take free classes, but I don't disclose it in public. But if I just put it free, the only thing is that anything given free, I have realized over a period of time that the free classes will not be valued at one point of time. People might take it light. They might skip classes. Iniki class pona enna? Chalo, let me just take off this class and come next day. And the other people who attend the class will not know what they missed. They will come with lack of practice because they don't have time to practice. They won't cope up with the current subject. That's something that made me realize that nothing should be tagged with the free line. So forget about the free ones. So with the people who cannot afford, I just take a class somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 rupees, the kind of quarter I charge. It's very, very affordable for anyone to join. It will give you about only say $500 a month that they can spend for a huge learning that they can take away.
Okay. So finally, ma'am, like, what do you suggest to teachers during this pandemic? Like, do you feel it as this COVID as a boon or bane for them? What do you suggest?
To me, it's a boom. Personally, it has taken a toll on my health. But otherwise, yes, it has even helped me to fight back because the more you just go idle, you can realize the more you are needed. So the demand for you raises, the respect for you raises. When I was hospitalized with COVID, and I didn't realize that how many people really want my skills back, want me to get back to my music classes and everything. So that really was a vacuum in their life. When that is the case, of course, yes, without God's support, something cannot move. So the prayers of all the well-wishers actually helped me to understand that whatever I was doing, I have to keep doing it. So that helped me to understand that COVID was a positive thing, in fact, which helped me to spare my voice, which was going haywire with the corporate training, because I used to shout every day and I can't sing well, tune well to take it to a next level. So COVID is a boon to me.
Okay, got it. And can you tell some suggestions, ma'am? Like, now suppose any teacher is starting a new class or new batch or first time. So what are the suggestions that you will give to her or him to get students from where?
I don't know whether my way of working will help anyone. I'm somebody like who, whether I was in corporate training, freelancing trainer, whether I was searching for job, I did not apply any job. I did not put my resume to any company seeking job, nothing. I did not volunteer for anything. I did not market it, anything. Make sure that you display your profile, you display whatever your skill set are in the right place. Make people reach out to it. If they don't reach out to it, maybe they don't know how good you are. So showcase your talent. And in my case, I started doing a lot of free classes in YouTube and a lot of free classes in WhatsApp, a lot of classes that I used to take in Facebook, whether it is technical skills for corporate training, whether it is music skills or whatever. So I delivered a lot of free sessions. So people got to know that I really value even that free. It is not just because somebody pays me, I give them the skill set, what they need happily. It's just because that somebody is asking me that I'm just limiting my knowledge to them. No. Whatever I teach here for free is the same thing that I teach for money. So when you don't differentiate that, you will be like respected most by the public. They will reach out to you. So when they start reaching out, that itself becomes marketing. So I have my profile on LinkedIn, which actually is the only place where I actually portrayed my profile. I did not put it in Naukri or Monster or Job Guru or whatever it is there on earth. So nothing. So I had my profile, but a fully updated profile. Wherever they see, one thing people have to understand is that they cannot put false information that somewhere it is in some figure, somewhere it is in some other figure, some information is given, some information is missing or hidden or something. Everywhere you put the same information. So that was for professional thing. For music, I only had my free videos floating in YouTube, which actually earned its market value automatically by itself. There are flooding inquiries which comes every day. One day I receive at least 50 to 100 emails asking for music classes. I can only accommodate at the maximum 8 hours per day. Beyond that, I cannot sing and give regular commitment. But if I have 8 hours commitment to music, then I will not be having commitment for corporate training, commitment for family. So I have limited it for only 3 to 4 hours a day now. Something that only because of YouTube, YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn. So am I today with corporate training and also musical skill.
Okay, got it, ma'am. So if any music teacher wants to start her own YouTube channel, like only limited to music, so what does she need? Like any studio setup or something? If she wants to start YouTube channel?
Something. Though I was the technology, I am zero in understanding what setup will help me to record something noise free, etc. Nothing. I use only my mobile. Let me show you my mobile.
Oh, sure.
The shape of my mobile is very bad. This is Oppo iPhone. What is this? OnePlus phone. I have one more Oppo phone which is very old. I record live in this and post it directly in YouTube. I don't pre-record. I don't do editing. Just like that, I post it. That's it. That was the initial stage. I did it for 2 years. Mm-hmm. That 2 years yielded me about 18,000 YouTube subscribers in about only 2 years time. I did not even realize that there's something called subscribers then, because my intention was not to earn. My intention was not to multiply number of classes. I wanted to just share my knowledge. I did not realize this was marketing. That started marketing there by itself, and I had a lot of questions posted. And once I visited my YouTube, I got to know that there were so many subscribers and there were so many comments. I didn't know how to handle them because I was looking into my mobile. I didn't know that there was something called YouTube Studio also in the first place. So when you log into YouTube Studios, then you will realize that you can edit videos, you can comment on it, you can put your tag on it, you can add title to it, you can edit the video and type screen onto it, etc. All that I learned at later part only. So to start your recording in YouTube, you just need to have a channel. That's it. By creating your Gmail account, it will take care of creating your YouTube account also. Your YouTube account, you post your first video, it will create your channel also. Go to YouTube Studio and it will tell you what to do from the first page onwards. You don't need to do anything else. You just follow the videos from there. That's it.
Okay, ma'am, got it. I think so most of my questions were answered, ma'am. And yeah, do you have anything to add to music teachers? Or anyone, any teacher? Do you want to add any suggestion or anything?
My father used to say, "Kadamayai sei, palanai edirpaakade." So when you expect something out of anything and you do anything, and I'm sure that you are not in the right track, you will end up in disappointment because expectations create a lot of misunderstanding, stress, lack of patience, lack of tolerance and everything. All that comes because you will be left out with no other thing that you will be regretting. You will have grudges, you will have all the kind of negativity around. So always go take a step one ahead, one at a time. Don't look back. Always decide to ensure that you will sustain no matter what. Whether today you have 1,000 followers, you have 1,000 people or 100 people joining now, suddenly like everybody quits and you have just one student left out, or you have no student coming in enrolling at all, doesn't matter. Maybe the way you are doing has to have some kind of changes. So it is important that you sustain, you hold on to it. A lot of sacrifices around it has to be kept in mind. Your situation might be totally out of it. Your financial situation might be totally against it. Your family need of you might be totally against it. But you have to hold this tightly. If this is loosened, then your love for what you want to do, your time management to scale up your skill set and to convert that into financial thing, everything will be going for toss if this is loosened up. So hold it for lifetime. Don't give up. And for anybody who is chasing in their profession other than the art and culture, if they wanted to chase in education or any other field for that matter, then hold on one passion parallel. Hold on your education. Hold on any passion, whether it could be passion for drawing or singing or painting or writing or whatsoever. So suddenly I met with an accident. When I was in a turmoil situation where my total life went for blank. Total blank, because I had to lose my customers. I cannot deliver training program. I can neither teach, I can neither sing. This job was totally affected and I had to do some kind of stitches here. When this nose is cut, actually, I did not find about doing anything there. So I was like very bad in shape for about 8 to 10 months. Then I realized that my skill set did not go waste. Suddenly, if I lose my voice, what should I do? Then I started writing books for corporate training. So you always hold your passion to something other than your profession. Always. When you are totally blacked out, locked out, and you again come down to a minus level or zero level from where the top reaching the highest point to the zero level, you have something to back up and self-motivate you. This is very, very important. That you motivate yourself. You know, if not, you suddenly lose your job, you suddenly lose your customers, you have something to hold on to. That will actually make you gain everything that you lost.
That's a great suggestion, not only to teachers, ma'am, to students also. I hope if any student watches this, please, if you're getting bad marks, no suicides, nothing, please. You have something, God has destined something for you. That's for sure. And by saying ma'am, we can understand.
By scoring 780 plus, if I had scored
more than a software engineer now. Actually at home. So please, whoever watches this, please take this as a suggestion for your life. And don't waste it. Yeah. Thanks, ma'am. Thanks really for that. I'm really inspired with that. Okay, ma'am. So how we have started with a song, I want to end also with a song. Like, this time it's not like any gods around whatever. So if I ask you to sing a movie song, so what will come to your mind suddenly?
I knew something like this would happen. Like I totally go blank when somebody asks me to sing a movie song. I don't know, because there's so many songs that comes to my mind. You tell me now. You just give me a couple of choices, like this or that. Maybe not the name of the song. Some actor, some singer song, something like that. If you have any choice, let me know. In the meantime, I'll think about what to say.
Yeah, ma'am, you just select your favorite hero, song, anything. We would like to hear, whatever it may be.
New or old?
Better new only, ma'am. Even we don't know it.
New என்ன தெரியும் நமக்கு? My mind is going totally back.
Yeah, whatever comes to your mind, new or whatever, even middle also, it's fine.
Just hold on.
Sure, ma'am, sure. We'll wait to listen.
என்ன பாட்டு? டக்குனு என் கண்ணுக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன வருது? This is another thing, na? This is a suggestion. Don't do what I am doing, na? You plan it in advance. Don't do the planning on the moment. This is a personal advice for everyone. So a suggestion. So you should be ready to grab that opportunity and do it, not explore the opportunity when it comes. So I can sing something, okay? Okay. கண்மணியே காதல் என்பது கற்பனையோ காவியமோ கண் வரைந்த ஓவியமோ எத்தனை எத்தனை இன்பங்கள் நெஞ்சினை பொங்குதம்மா பல் சுவையும் சொல்லுதம்மா. இப்படி இந்த தாளம் வரும். So this 3 beats is something that I love, that is there in most of the songs. எங்கே என் ஜீவனே உன்னில் கண்டேனே என்னை தந்தேனே கண்மணியே பேச மௌனம் என்ன கூறு கண்கள் ஒரு ரோசாப்பூ என் கண்கள் சிறுதாப்பூ இது பூவில் பூத்த போவழி நிலவும் அழகும் பாடுது என் நினைவில் சென்று வீசுது விலை மயங்கி மயங்கி காதலினாடை பேசுது. இப்படி I love this kind of 3-beat count. So it's just a mixture of 3 or 4 songs together.
Wow, so nice. Like a very good, ma'am. It's very soothing to hear. So thanks a lot, ma'am. That's really great to interact with you, and even your songs also. We'd love to listen to more. And we thank you for your valuable words. We know how busy you are, but still you gave time for us. Thanks a lot for that, ma'am. And for teachers, we'll be conducting free webinars like this every Saturday 6 p.m. and we'll be giving a lot of content like this to you, and you're always invited here. So we'll see you soon. Next, see you soon with a new topic next Saturday. It's not like anything other than that. So till then, have a great day. And Vijayalakshmi ma'am, thank you so much for your time, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Alekhya, and your team. All the very best to all teachers and all those people who are watching this. Have a wonderful life ahead. My prayers and blessings to all.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, ma'am. And even attendees, thank you so much for attending our webinar. Even it will be coming on YouTube also. You can watch that if you want to. So thanks everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Bye bye. Same to you. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye, everyone.